Viewers, welcome to our JSC English Second Language series. This is program 3, and our lesson today is about punctuation marks. That's the marks we make in a piece of writing to help the reader understand our writing exactly as we mean it to sound. So, after watching this video, you should be able to use punctuation marks correctly. Enjoy the program.
You look worried. Anything I can help with?
No. It's just Liz involving me in a messy life again.
Oh, what is it this time?
She has told her mom that she's sleeping over at my place. Meanwhile, she went and spent the night with that Opa of hers.
Opa?
Yeah, sugar daddy. She was supposed to call but hasn't yet.
You better stay away from that girl. People will think you are the same.
It's not that easy. We've been friends since pre-primary.
Girls are too confusing. Yeah, before I forget, I need your help with my essay. I really want to win this competition.
A competition? But what do you need my help for?
One should always ask someone else to edit one's work. A person tends to overlook their own mistakes.
That's true. Okay, let me see. Ish, Kavanda.
What?
Your handwriting.
Come on. Doctors have an ugly handwriting. I might become a doctor one day. So I have to practice the handwriting that goes with it.
Okay, I see you. The judges cannot enjoy your essay if they cannot read your handwriting. They'll get frustrated and then you'll lose marks.
You must be right. I wish I could have typed it up though. But the rules of the competition do not allow that.
So, then you don't have a choice. You should just write neater. And please focus on your punctuation and spelling too. There's a whole lot of...
You mean full stops and commas?
I think by now you should know that punctuation marks serve a specific purpose.
And that is?
Punctuation makes your essay easier to read and understand. Without punctuation marks, your essay does not make sense. After you've written an essay, you should read through it and make sure that all punctuation marks are where they should be.
Please tell me about each type first.
Okay, let's start with capital letters. 1. Sentences always start with capital letters. 2. Proper nouns and proper adjectives need capital letters. 3. The main words in titles of books, films, or plays are written in capital letters. 4. The first word in direct speech is capitalized. 5. The word I is always written with a capital letter. Second, we'll look at full stops. Number 1. A full stop indicates the end of a sentence. 2. Full stops are used at the end of some abbreviations, words that are shortened to a few letters. Take note, full stops are omitted with modern usage of some abbreviations. Third, commas, which cause us to pause. 1. We use commas to separate words or phrases in a list. 2. Commas indicate where one phrase or clause ends and another begins. 3. Additional information that could have been inserted in brackets may be separated from the rest of the sentence by a comma or commas. 4. We place commas before and after words such as however and nevertheless. 4th, semicolons. The semicolon is a long pause that balances two equally important, related, or parallel ideas. It also indicates opposite ideas. It joins two main clauses where there is no conjunction. 5th, we look at colons. Now, the colon indicates that a list, an explanation, or an idea follows. 2. It introduces a quotation. 3. When writing a dialogue, a colon follows the name of the speaker. 6th, question marks.
That one I know. Question marks occurs at the end of a question.
Ooh, excuse us. Example, what about the 7th one, the exclamation mark?
I also know that exclamations are followed by exclamation mark exclamations.
Good. You're on a roll now. Yes, and they are also used after sentences, phrases, or words containing emotions such as anger, fear, happiness, anxiety, shock, and misery. Yeah, and they're also used to accentuate and strengthen the tone of a statement. Lastly, they are often introduced by verbs yelled, shouted, exclaimed, and commanded.
Good.
We're not done yet. There's one more punctuation mark for today.
You are not serious.
Yes, I am. The quotation marks.
Oh, you mean the inverted commas?
Yeah, both mean the same thing.
I see. Now, why did I always assume that there are two different punctuation marks?
As I said before, we will start with the inverted commas. We'll learn about the apostrophe, brackets, hyphen, dash, bullets, and ellipses in class.
Shoo. Now, there's a lot.
Only a few. Now, quotation marks are used to indicate direct speech. Quotation marks are used to quote someone else's words. Quotation marks are also used to excuse oneself for using slang or foreign words. And lastly, quotation marks indicate metaphoric usage.
Yo, thank you, Santel. That was quite a mouthful.
You're welcome. Why don't you edit your work and place the punctuation marks where they should be? That could really help you. Oh gosh, it's Liz's mother. What am I going to say?
I don't know. Just let it ring.
I cannot ignore Aunt Maggie's call. Hello, Aunt Maggie? Oh my gosh, Liz, it's you. Oh, I'm so glad you're okay. Are you okay? Oh my god, you scared me so much, but yeah, it's... I love you
too. Let's summarize what we have learned today. A sentence always starts with a capital letter. The first word in direct speech is a capital letter. The main words in titles of books, films, or plays must be written with a capital letter. Proper nouns and proper adjectives also need capital letters. The word I is always written with a capital letter. Full stops. A full stop is always used to indicate the end of a sentence. Full stops are also used at the end of some abbreviations. Remember, the comma causes us to pause, and we use it to separate words or phrases in a list to indicate where one phrase or clause ends and another begins, to show additional information that could have been inserted in brackets to separate it from the rest of the sentence. Before and after words such as however and nevertheless. The semicolon, which is a full stop and a comma. The semicolon is a long pause that balances two equally important, related, or parallel ideas. It also indicates opposite ideas. It joins two main clauses where there is no conjunction. Now, the colon, which is two full stops. The colon indicates that a list, an explanation, or an idea is following. It introduces a quotation. When writing a dialogue, a colon follows after the name of the speaker. Note, use semicolons and colons sparingly. In most writing, the comma is usually enough. The question mark is quite easy to remember. A question mark occurs at the end of a question. The exclamation mark follows exclamations, is used to accentuate and strengthen the tone of a statement and to show emotions like anger, fear, and happiness. And to conclude, the quotation marks or inverted commas are used to indicate direct speech, quote someone else's words, excuse oneself for using slang or foreign words, and indicate metaphoric usage. This concludes our third program of JSC English Second Language, and I hope you've learned something new from it. Here's the question for today's program. Choose only one answer. Quotation marks are also called A. Direct speech, B. Inverted commas, or C. Exclamation marks. Let me repeat the question. Quotation marks are also called A. Direct speech, B. Inverted commas, or C. Exclamation marks. And viewers, you need to write down the keyword for today's program and send it together with your answer A, B, or C. The keyword for today's program is punctuation. Simply SMS the word punctuation and the letter of the correct answer to 5003. Maybe you'll be the lucky winner of our special prize. Thank you for watching. Until next time, from me, Oz, and the Namco crew, it's goodbye.